Okay, hey everybody, welcome. We're doing this a little different format. Usually we do these videos a few times a week for a private group, but this time we have Ted and Todd from Ted and Todd from the OA Xray tool, which I really like. I tried out the beta, and it was great software, and I thought I would share it with everybody. So we're going to go over it. We'll do a little Q&A. We'll show everybody how it works, and hopefully you can see, how amazing I think it is. Because if you're doing online or retail arbitrage, this is really a tool that nobody should be without. This is going to give you all the information on one page, and save you countless hours of work. Welcome, Ted, Todd.
Hello.
Why don't you guys tell me about how you came up with the tool? It's like nothing else is out there like it. So why don't you share how you came up with the idea for it, and how it's changed your business?
Sure. Well, Tedrick and I were both part of the Deals Done Right group. We worked there as sourcers, and we just really kind of came up with this for our own use, and quickly saw that it had potential beyond just us. Basically, what OA Xray is it's a tool you can go to any of the sites we support, shop like you normally would, and when you're on a search page, you press the Chrome extension button, and another pop-up will show up, and it's kind of like in a spreadsheet format that you'll see, all the payouts, the ROI, and there's some tools to help you sort and filter and, see what kind of discounts you can get and calculate that in as well. So that's really the heart of it, and hopefully we'll do a demonstration in a little bit. Tedrick, is there anything you want to add?
No, it sounds like you covered everything. We both had kind of programs that we work with on our own, and this was just something that we saw the potential that a whole bunch of people could use, and it would really change the business of online arbitrage. That's it.
Okay, great. So why don't you tell us exactly how it works, what it does?
Okay. Maybe just share my screen. I think that'll be the easiest way. Okay, can folks see my screen here? Should be a Toys R Us page.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we've got 20 sites we support now, and if you go to oaxray.com/sites, you can see all those. At the moment, our Lego site is down. We should get that resolved by the midweek or so. So you're on a page like this. What I like to do is kind of maximize the results per page so I can look at as many as possible. And then your OA Xray extension is going to look like this. You just press the button to get started here, and you'll see it pop up. You can set your colors. I've got green set to profitable, red to not profitable. Meaning just basically, positive ROI versus negative ROI. Then I don't know if we'll show up any. Here's a gray one. This is one that is there's no match found, although we've got a link for you to kind of manually search for it. There's one more color. I don't know if we'll get one in this batch. For no listings, meaning there's a match, but there's just no current listings, which is useful information. So let me just take
Todd. While we're on this page, the question that a few people had was, can this tool, if this tool is supporting, let's say Toys R Us, where we're at right now, will it support basically every page on there? I mean, you don't have to just search clearance or just a certain section. If it supports, a website, it's going to support it all, right?
Yeah, right. Good question. Pretty much the answer is yes. If we support a website, we support globally that website. I will say on occasion, a page is formatted differently or something like that. And if you run across one of those, let us know, and we usually can fix those pretty quickly. Also, occasionally websites change their formatting and we have to adjust. Websites aren't, they're not made for doing what we're doing with them. So, but yeah, it should work with every page on the sites we support.
Okay, great.
So let me just take you through the different things you can do here. Once you get a page like this, you can just say, I only want to look at positive ROI. Or you can go back to show everything. You can double click on any of these headers here. So for instance, if you click on ROI, you can sort by ROI, or if you prefer, you could say, I only want to look at everything, say 40% ROI and greater. Enter 40 in there and then click My Buys. And that's going to cut everything out. Looked like it cut a few extras out. I'm not sure why that was, but so, and you can just go back to show all listings. You can also do the same thing by rank here. So say I want to look at everything under 100,000 in rank. That's going to only return those results. Net profit, that's what NP stands for. If there's other websites that have this, you'll see prices listed there as well. You can get this toy at Walmart for $9.99. Now this will be useful for grocery shoppers. Often you'll see multi-packs and things like that. And so, say for instance, this was a pack of 2, you could adjust the quantity and it's going to adjust the ROI and the net profit here. If you hover your mouse over the Amazon, it's going to give you the Keepa chart here. Also, we've got links to Keepa, Camel, and Scan Power Web Scout. So, for instance, a lot of times you may find a really great deal only to click through on Toys R Us and find out that it's out of stock. And that's the case with this one. So what you might do if you're a Web Scout subscriber is click through to Web Scout, and then you can set an alert so you'll get the in-stock alert if it shows back up again. Or you can use Keeper, Camel alerts too. The buy list here is you can keep track of the stuff you buy, or you may want to use it to keep track of the things you want to kind of monitor. You just click on that, and then this item is going to show up in your buy list. Also, so you may want to take advantage of this discount box here. So say you went to Gift Card Granny and found you could find a Toys R Us discounted gift card for say 12%, and say Ebates is offering another 1% on this site. If you enter in 13, it recalculates the ROI and the net profit right when you click it. You don't have to click anything else. So if I did 20%, it's going to recalculate all that. So that's another useful feature. If you're using a prep service or something like that, where you want to add in a unit fee, you could add $1 here, and then maybe add 30 cents for your inbound shipping, 0.30, and that's going to recalculate all that as well.
Great. What people, since I posted about this, and I think there was someone in the chat as well, want to know, which I think I know the answer to, is do you think that it's going to saturate the market and make all these deals no good, basically, by more people using this tool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's going to just kill these sites. And we've been operating for 3 months, or a little more now, and it hasn't killed the sites that we support. We're not at such a volume where that would really be possible with the number of people that are currently subscribers. I think, anytime you're searching online in the clearance sections and stuff like that and ungated categories, it's just, price saturation is going to happen. But I mean, I do think, that it may play a part in that, but there's millions of listings on the sites we support. So there's quite a lot to choose from. But it's an understandable concern, to be sure.
Right. Well, I think the problem with, that people have is that, they might be buying a list that only has 10 items from a site on it. And when they, and if there's 50 people buying it, the same items, then it's going to really, degrade those listings.
Sure.
But I think what most people need to understand is that, what you're seeing is based on what you're searching for. So, maybe everybody is searching for clearance, but with this tool, you need to get out of the clearance section. You need to be looking at, the mainstream categories and, finding the deals in there that people aren't going to be finding. If people aren't going to go to the stores and find, they're not going to go, they're not naturally going to look in, the home section at Walmart or, the main action figure section, unless they're using this tool. So everybody's going to be searching for different things, and they're going to find different results. It's not, a list of everything on the site that you're narrowing down. It's, it's showing you a faster way to find out that you're already looking for.
Right.
If you're using it somewhere, you're already going to be doing it. This is just going to condense the time it takes to do that, because you don't have to keep going back and forth to Scan Power or Amazon and searching for everything manually.
Sure, yeah, it's really a big time saver, and what we've found is that people who have some experience and skill at online arbitrage, this really makes it a lot easier. If you don't have much skill or experience, it's not going to fix the problem for you. It's really not the best tool for beginners. As you can see, it's an intense looking tool, but I think that folks will find it helpful. I think, Shawn, it's also helpful for RA too, especially coming into Q4. You can pretty quickly, go through some of the major stores and identify any over retail items relatively quickly, and kind of use it as a scouting tool before you go in the store to find some things to pick up.
Definitely, especially at Toys R Us, because a lot of the things that you're finding on the website aren't necessarily available, to buy online.
Yeah, and also another thing about saturation is I use this tool the most for flash sales, because whenever you're buying one of those lists, generally it takes time for their program to scan the site. It's going to take time for their program to send it out to you. So what I enjoy doing is I get that email that says, hey, for 2 hours, clearance is buy one, get one, or this is 50% off, or you get this free offer. I use OA Xray. I go there quickly. I find them. And if it's an item with only a few left in stock, I might buy it out, because I know the sale, it's only going to be that price for an hour or 2 hours. There's no group that I know of that's going to get you that item that quickly. And, everybody is going to buy it up if there's 50 people in this buying group. So I use it for those flash sales where you just go, you buy out the quantity if they have it available, or if they have a few left available. And that's how I avoid price degradation just over time with a lot of people seeing it.
Yeah,
and I also do the store thing where sometimes I just look for items that are not in stock at the current moment. And if a site will let you sort that way, just look for things that aren't in stock right now and then see if it's in stock at your local store. Toys R Us is notorious for not having up-to-date information on their site. So it'll say they have none in stock, but you call the store and they might have 5 or 6 sitting on the shelf. So that is just one extra step that you take to, find those. And someone said, how do you find flash sales? Generally, I just go to the website, and if they have a little email list, I sign up for it. And if I see one of those emails, I used to just kick them to the back, and I used to not watch them. But if I see an email and it says, hey, use this code, you get an extra 20% off, and, for the next 3 hours or whatever it is, that's when you go in there, you get 30% off. Nobody else is going to, a lot of people aren't going to get it. And if there's an item that's hot, you might even be able to buy the rest they have in stock, and you will have gotten it at the lowest price, available.
Cedric, one of the ways I find those flash sales is I come to this site right here on our website, where all our supported sites are, and I've got the link clump extension. It's a Chrome extension called link clump, and I just right click and I can open all of these tabs simultaneously. You have to be kind of patient, and hopefully it won't crash my browser, but then I can pretty quickly go through all these stores, and typically they've got those sales, right on their front page, and almost always find, one good sale when I do that. And you get that flash sale, stack it with a discounted gift card and Ebates or something like that. You can. It's hard not to find something.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm going to close these tabs because I'm getting a notice that my CPU usage is affecting the quality of the meeting.
Brenda wants to know if it's similar to Jungle Scout.
I've tried Jungle Scout. I believe it only works on Amazon, and it gives you information about Amazon listings. It does not give you information about other supported stores, and that is my experience with it, but maybe it's been updated recently. So if I'm wrong, you can just tell me I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Jungle Scout gives you information about Amazon items. It doesn't actually show you where you can find the items, what the prices of the items are at the other places. And I don't think it compares sales rank, ROI, or any of those other things. Yeah, it's very different. Like Carol says, I think it's a really different program.
Yeah, we had them on for our mastermind groups. We had them come and, we have a discount for our members. But, it basically tells you, the sell-through rate, what they estimated at for the last 30 days. And, if you're doing private label, it's good to find, similar items. But for comparing to other websites and doing online arbitrage, it really doesn't do much for that.
Yeah, there were just a couple other things, Shawn, I forgot to mention that I wanted to show real quick. If you hover over the source site prices, you can kind of do a quick comparison just to double check that we're getting the same thing here. Especially in groceries, there can often be mismatch, or you're comparing one to a multi-pack or a bundle of some kind. So this is a handy little thing to do here. Also, if you right click on the Amazon, you can come down and it'll let you copy the ASIN. So you can, if you're working with Inventory Lab or Scan Power or something like that, and you decide to buy it, you can quickly copy the ASIN and paste it wherever you like.
Okay, great. Barry wants to know how accurate the stats are as far as ranking and sales. I don't think you're advertising how many sales it should get, but the ranking is probably coming right from Amazon.
Well, here's actually our ranking is up to 24 hours old. We've got our own database. A lot of it will be live for you, but we've done that to speed up the program. So you shouldn't see any major differences, but let's just look at one here. Right here, this says 66,000. We'll go to the Amazon page. Often you'll see just a little bit of difference. Here it's at 76,000. So I encourage everyone before you buy something to just click through and double check. But I think it's just good for you all to know that data can be up to 24 hours old.
Yeah, I don't think that's a big deal. The rank's not going to be a whole lot different within one day. It's not going to drop 50,000 in rank in a day. So, this is just giving you a general overview.
Right. It just speed things up. That's all that does for it. It causes us not to have to make multiple queries on the API for the same item. If 50 people are scanning the same item, it just cuts down on some of that.
They want to know what the rank of 0 would mean. Usually that's no sale on Amazon.
Right. Yeah. Let's click through here. Yeah, it looks like that's the case. What this is programmed to do is sometimes there's multiple matches, as you probably know, if in the Amazon catalog for a given UPC number or something like that. And what it's programmed to do is give you the lowest one. So it should be not omitting 0. So that's what it should be doing.
So just a quick tip, I want to jump in right here. One of my sourcing strategies is actually to find profitable 0 rank items. And a lot of people just buy on sales rank and they're like, if it's not under this, I'm not going to buy it. But one cool thing is if you look at the items that only have no sales rank and you start looking, some of the times you'll catch an item. I caught an item the other day. It's only been listed for 6 months and it had over 100 feedback, but it had no sales rank for whatever reason. Maybe it was in the wrong category or, miscellaneous or whatever it was. But randomly, I just saw the item and it was over doubling your money. There were no other prime sellers. So it's sometimes looking at the no sales rank items can really help your business. And I'm not going to say nobody does it, but not a lot of people do it. So that is definitely a place where you can find some items.
Yeah, and some items, Amazon just doesn't give you a sales rank on.
Yeah.
Not just electronics, but there's other ways to see. If there's 50 people selling an item with a 0 rank, or if it has a lot of feedback reviews on it, then it's probably selling.
Let me show you here too what you can do if there's no matches. You just and that's software hasn't found any matches. Doesn't mean there's not a match. You just click on that possible matches found, and there may in fact be one. We just haven't been able to automate it with our software. It looks like it probably is not worth buying, but and I think folks who use this, maybe that's not everybody kind of pays attention to these, so that's another way to find some good stuff.
Can you show us, a listing maybe on another site?
Sure. Is there
something with groceries? We have a lot of people who do groceries, so
okay.
That looks like there's a lot of different, options when you're selling groceries, so it can be a little different.
I'm gonna go over here to Target. See groceries. What do you think? Condiments, oils, and spices. All right. I'm gonna. All right. This 500% ROI makes me suspicious right away. Obviously, that's a 10 count. So what you can do is come in here and adjust that. And it won't change the color, but you can see the ROI is now negative. So this happens a lot more in groceries, of course. And there are some items you notice here that we've already got. So when we adjust the quantity once, our system will save it. And so you see a lot of these come pre-populated with a 6 and a 3, so that once we realize that that's a 10 count or a 2-pack in this case, the next time it's used, you won't have to do that. So as more people use it, it actually data gets better.
Can you? There was a question on what the yellow color is. Can you cover that again? I think those weren't on the other page.
Sure. So this is supposedly there's no listings on Amazon here. Sometimes we do get some false positives. Let's see here. Yeah, it's currently unavailable is what that is. There's a listing. It's just so that could be a really great opportunity. There's no ranks, so you're gonna have to take kind of a risk on this particular product. But if there's never been a listing, then there can't be a rank. So that's a market pantry item, so that's a Target sort of brand. So it's likely this is a user-created listing. There's no picture, so you're going to want to get one of those. But yeah, so that's what the yellow is. And you can set the colors to any color you choose. So if you don't like my colors, you can choose your own. Some people even prefer not to have colors and to just make everything white, so you can kind of rely on the sorting and filtering features without having the colors.
Great. Okay, so if we change the quantity to 10, that's going to change all the all our costs to match what the Amazon listing actually is.
Right.
Yeah, because I don't think there's any other tools, even the regular scouting tools, that'll let you do that. Great. Were there any other questions from anybody? Okay, no, Barry. There's no way to search by the total monthly sales. That information isn't released by Amazon, and the people who are doing that, like Jungle Scout, are creating their own algorithms to just take a guess at it. So, Jungle Scout is basically the only one that I think is, even close to what's actually going on. But, it's always best to figure that information out on your own. If it's 1,000 rank, you want to buy all you can. But something that's 20 to 50,000, the best bet is just you go to Keepa and, watch my YouTube videos. I show you step by step how to figure out what the monthly sales rank is. And there's no, real number out there. And it's really all based on guessing, seeing how many people have in their shopping cart, and then, making rough estimates. So, I wouldn't trust any tool out there that's just giving you that information out, because Amazon doesn't release it. They want to know if, is it only for Chrome? It's a straight Chrome extension, right? You don't have anything for Firefox or any other?
No, not at this time. I'm not sure if we'll do that or not. But yeah, it's just a Chrome extension.
Okay. What about, Diana wanted to know about shoes. So what about things like shoes and clothing where, everything's kind of mixed up and the variations are, hard to figure out?
Sure, we could go through one of those if you want. You'll see my screen. Unfortunately, we don't get great sales rank data on clothes from Amazon's API, but I think Macy's has got a good sale going on right now. So let's look at that.
Diana, basically all the tools that you're going to see from anybody have to, take the data from Amazon's API. So they can only interpret what Amazon is telling them. So basically, Amazon's telling everybody the same information, which is very little on these categories. So that's why they can't tell you how many have sold, because they don't want anybody to know that. The only thing you can do is look at your own sales rank and, interpret on your own how many, what shoes they're selling, and basically look at the most popular styles and sizes to decide what you want to buy.
Okay. So I'm looking at a shoe sale on Macy's right now. Look at the positive ROI. Here's one for 60%. It looks like the same. So I'm going to click through.
Pick the pink.
Not sure where it's pulling that price from. Maybe the other variation is cheaper. I'm going to click on it here.
And this is the issue with variations and such. So if the pink color is on sale, maybe it's on sale for $36, and then you go to the blue color and it's $19.98, or whatever the information is. So it starts to get complicated. As you scan this one page, there might be 20 different variations for each type of shoe, and there might be 100 listings on a page. So now we're up to 2,000 different variations and different items. So we're working on ways to kind of find a way to handle this, but it's a lot of different variations. So for instance, this Macy's shoe, they have the black one on Macy's, like the black one shows up now, but whenever, depending on which page you're looking at, the brown one may show up, or the black one, or here we go, depending on what size you have, it's going to be a different price. So generally, I don't use it for things that are very high variations, because it's going to be just so many variations. It's just hard to get the correct data on each item, each price, each size, and it's just so complicated that we have not been able to tackle that yet.
I actually use it a lot for clothing and shoes, but I do have to live with the fact that I can't get perfect sales rank data and stuff with it. And have to kind of click through. This is get this for $41, and then let's see what were some of the sizes. So you could get it for 9.5. Let's see. Well, that one. I'm not sure if there's a size in here that would be profitable or not, but I probably wouldn't buy it, even because it looks like they're price matching, given that the price is exactly the same. Maybe it's not the same. Oh yeah, it is. It's the same. So they're probably price matching right now. What I like to find ones that they're out of stock, of course, so I don't have to compete. That gives you an idea of clothing and shoes and so forth. There's it's harder to make the matches, that's for sure. But you can certainly use it, and use it well with clothing and shoes and so forth.
Yeah, Barry asked, what type of support do we offer? Generally, one of us will be online most of the day. So if you have something, if you have a quick question, just shoot us a Facebook message, and it'll be a pretty quick response. I think our response time is 20 minutes or something, and sometimes it's down to 5 minutes. If you actually want to get with one of us, like a one-on-one, you're trying to, maybe get some strategies or things like that, just ask, and maybe we can set up a 20-30 minute call, and we'll kind of go over everything with you, some strategies, what we do. And just ask, really. Shoot us a Facebook message. If we have time, we'll meet with you, talk to you on Skype or something.
Sounds good. Yeah, and we can also help you in the groups, and you know, if there's enough people interested, I'm sure they'll come and you know, help some people with some specific things again. There's no group. There's a public page that you can you know, you can join, but basically for price points, you know, it's just like your sourcing. However you think you know, you're wherever you need your price point to be, that's how you can sort it. You know, they've put that all in your hands. You know, there's plenty of sorting options where you can sort it however, however you want to do it for, you know, where you want your business to be. So they're not, you know, making that determination for you. Were there any other questions in the chat? You know, if not, we can go ahead and wrap this up. If you want to sign up and try it out, they're giving us a 6-day trial. Usually it's only 3 days, and you can go to OA Xray / Shawn Mayo and try it out. Or if you do it regularly, you'll get the 3-day. It's $99 a month, and that's it. You know, give it a try. If it doesn't work for you, then you can cancel it. You don't pay until your trial's up. It's just a regular PayPal subscription.
Yeah, and Shawn, you know, we give refunds if there's ever any problem and it's just not working for you. There's been no one who's asked for a refund, and we haven't given one to. We understand it's $99 is a lot for folks sometimes, and if it's not working out for you, we'll take care of you.
Yeah, so you know, it's worth a try, and if you can find one deal, you know, it can make you $99. So, you know, you have to use these tools for them to work, and if you're not going to use the tools, then there's no point in paying for it. But if it's something you can use, I highly recommend you know, you give it a shot. You know, it's free for a few days, so you might as well try it out and see how it goes. You know, but you have to have money to buy something.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. You know, and it costs money for some of these tools, but they're well worth it. And I really think this is one of the best ones out there. So if you have any more questions, you can ask me in the groups, or you can contact Todd or Ted, you know, and they'll help you with whatever you got.